There's echo.
Okay, now we're good.
Yeah, that's a good mic.
Yeah, it's made by this little company. They also make fruit. Delicious, delicious apples. All right. Who wants to start? I spent all this money on like fancy cameras and microphones, and it's like the best video shot is from a freaking iPhone, and the best audio is from the microphone in my Mac. It's not fair.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
remember when I started using cameras, so quality from iPhone, and then you move to the camera, that's the quality from camera, like super lower because you need to. There's a lot of stuff.
You need to know how to
Yeah,
manage all the settings. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It's dangerous. It's not designed for people like me. I should just stick with the iPhone. Okay, who wants to go first? Rowan or Mary?
I can go. I just sent over the token. Sorry, the Watch Me Pivot landing page, which includes the token maxing leaderboard as part of the design. So I'm waiting for some feedback on that, and then I'll work with Daniel to get that implemented today. It also calls out the daily yield and invites people to submit topics for us to consider. And it also asks people to join the leaderboard. So I actually will need some details of how that gets done. I don't know how to invite people to the leaderboard. I'm assuming that there's a process for that. And then it also encourages people who are heavy users and developers to submit to join us on the podcast as well. So hopefully it'll do many things. It's a little bit tricky to kind of have a page, a Swiss Army knife page that does like 10 things, but that's the maximalist approach we're taking to this right now. One size fits all. In terms of what I've got back from users, I can only take
Did the connection go down for everyone, or was it just here?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, we're good. We're
Okay.
back.
Just to get back to the format of what we're doing with users in mind. I think Daniel must take credit for all of this, but just seeing some continued up and to the right engagement on the yields, I think is exciting. It makes me kind of think that we've got something that we can grow here. Plow pun not intended, but basically, we are up and running, so there's no stopping us now. And I do think Sam obviously will continue to keep this going even in your absence. If unless you feel I wouldn't want you to come in to 2 o'clock on your paternity, but between the team, I'm also thinking we might want to branch out to invite guests on. That's another thing that I'm considering is as a kind of pre almost like a forerunner, like people can come on and maybe or like audition for the podcast. Maybe there are people that kind of like it's a light touch way of kind of getting people into the mix. So I think lots of positive signs coming back.
That's a great idea.
Cool. That's it for me.
Do I have to get closer to the mic for y'all to hear me? Yeah. Yesterday made good progress, but didn't land anything. But yeah, just been doing kind of design brand stuff of figuring out the font, redesigning the OpenSeed landing page, and then kind of reconciling some of those decisions into AI worth using. Well, less so AI worth using, but if we do change the font, that might have implications for that. And then the watch me pivot kind of brand and what we want to do with like the intro and outro for that. And today just need to land all those decisions, and then, well, I don't know if everything's gonna get landed today, Rowan, to be candid, but want to land font decision, work on redesigning the OpenSeed page, and getting you some design assets, and then also reviewing the Watch Me Pivot landing page. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot right now.
Yeah.
And I don't think the LLM's using like our colors very well, and it like
Yeah.
is using a new font, and it has like the live indicators on like literally everything. So I think we like really have to pare a lot back.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, we'll work on giving you that feedback.
Amazing. Yeah, I think
Today as well, but I just want to curve. I don't know if it's gonna be like, I'll work on it throughout the day, but I don't know if it's gonna like, I'm not gonna like get it to you in the next feedback in the next hour, but then Daniel can go and like build it. So I mean, we can also build whatever we want and iterate on it too. So
yeah,
like,
if there's
the goal is
if there's
to get
a
something up there, then sure, but
yeah,
I think
if there's a
some more work
version
to
of
do.
it where you're like, let's, okay, on the Twitch stuff and then the token maxing stuff and the rest can be a 2.0, that I think that's probably
Okay.
what we're looking to do. Yeah. And then and I would put that priority above the intro outro of the videos.
Yeah, it's more just all hinged on like some decisions around like what font we want to use and things like that. So I'm kind of trying to look at everything holistically across all different brands. But,
yeah, I know.
So working on it though, and hopefully we'll
yeah,
get some
I actually am
good
not.
stuff for you.
Daniel pointed out yesterday that a good thing that like people who are consuming our content don't necessarily end up, on our pages. So I think
No.
it's less of a kind of dependency than I was kind of making it. I think that we can continue to kind of like push these test videos live without needing to have the full pages built out. So I'm just going to kind of just keep moving, and we'll just kind of add these things as they arrive.
Cool.
All right. I said I don't know why I signed up for so much stuff yesterday. It's like I've got a problem.
I know. It's like
they say you always over
when you assign like for stuff, and like that's what I feel, at least like when I assign myself to do some stuff and I can't do, like trying to think about other stuff that I can do to compensate the days that I didn't.
I'm like a different person in the mornings. I'm like, the world is my oyster. I've got at least 36 hours in the day.
Just for work.
Yeah. So I said I'd post to Reddit and WhatsApp, which I did do both of those. Thank you, Jonathan, for that video. I actually added you to the WhatsApp and shared it. I also added, this is important for Daniel. I'm assuming he's hearing this. I added Justin McCarthy to our OpenSeed channel. So I've from Jonathan, your video, I was messaging Justin a bit in WhatsApp, which is great. So this guy is like kind of one of the, I think, top developers as far as thinking about agentic engineering differently. And in the seed convention, the convention on a seed convention, Justin really was engaged and even like prototyped something. So as far as like just like an alternative approach to seeds. So it'd be really good to collaborate with him on that. I just saw he accepted the Slack invite. So now he's in Slack. I said I was going to draft 2 blog posts, Rowan, for you. I don't know where these would get published, either on my blog or Watch Me Pivot. One is like, what are we learning across the Teach Tom videos? And another is Claude. This is like completely separate, but I had this contractor that screwed me over and flooded my basement, and I just thought I was screwed. And Claude coached me through taking the contractor to court and like mediation and writing a brief and everything. I just got a check for $40,000 from this contractor. That from them not wanting to do anything about it. And it was all Claude. Walked me through the whole thing over the course of like a year and a half.
That's a like Reddit post. Like this.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know if there's a seed in there.
But take your contractor to court seed.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how. Honestly, I've never done a lawsuit before. I felt so out of my element, you know? And like, there was this moment where I was like, I don't think I can do this. I think I should just like walk away and accept what the contractor's telling me to accept. And Claude was like, Sam, you have this. It literally said, your brief is amazing. You've done the hard work. It's all downhill from here. Like, you can do this. You can take the next step. It's kind of weird.
What's it, Trey?
Claude is such a flattering, you know, like the
weird thing is, I was like, is it? But it was right. It was right. I was gonna accept a $12,000 settlement. And Claude was like, don't accept it. You got this. This brief is really good. So
if you can record that on your iPhone, you know, just tell the story. We can edit that into a really fun YouTube video. You got enough on your plate. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, that's what I want to do. I want to figure out something. So, okay. So today, I'm over my 3 minutes. I want to engage the Open Seat Slack channel. Maybe share the Life Dashboard video. Rowan would love feedback on the Life Dashboard video.
It looks so good.
Maybe we can take that offline and chat about that a bit. And then I want to draft those 2 blog posts, Teach Tom, Common AI Dev Setups, and maybe the 40K thing, and then video content for Rowan. So, Rowan, you can tell me, there's the thing you asked for, and then there's other stuff. So if you have any, I'm going to do the thing you asked for in writing, unless you revise it. So just tell me what the priorities are.
Okay. Do you
we
want
can take that offline. I'll select.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
That's it.
Great. Yeah, for me, bit of another disappointing day. I did reach out to a bunch of Redditors from that thread. So we'll see if anybody wants to schedule time to try to create seeds. But there was a lot of cool stuff in there, so I'm hoping people will want to share those. But yeah, the ask was to just schedule time with me. The Domo with the web installer on the Pi is like, I'm always thinking it's close, but it like never seems to get there. So I'm going through a full install literally right now. We'll see where this ends up. But seeing Sam's amazing video is kind of demoralizing a little bit, and so I feel like I'm a ways away from there. So I'm thinking maybe this would be a good time to maybe put this in the background and try to find another like main task to work on. So I don't keep spinning my wheels on this. There was that we can garage some of the ideas, but I know there was that customer support agent thing was another thing on our mind. But I don't know, maybe just another quick chat about what priorities could be. Yeah, that's where I'm at today.
Oh, cool. Let's garage that.
Nice.
I still think Domo. It's part of the hit on Domo is Claude walking back their Claude-P thing, because that is really a big. That's the really interesting thing about Domo is like you're running Claude as an agent without Claude.
I know.
Yeah,
it's cool. But I think I'm close. We'll see. I mean, I'm not giving up on it. I'm just trying to be realistic that it's like every day for the last week has been like Gonna do the video.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah.
I think this
I
is like
also
my
know the
4th I'm
feeling.
going to do the video update.
I so we need a score, like leaderboard for this. I don't know if I'm at 5 or 4 or what, but so yesterday I said I was going to do the video for my one shot install for my people. I wasn't able to do that, so I resonate with Lucas. What's his feeling? But I'm positive about this. I think I'm like 90% there, because I am able to get a one shot. It's not hard coded seed. There's just a few bugs on this ability, that that's what I think is a 90%. The Airbnb is not a 90%. I'm working on the memory for that, and I will today I was so the memory problem is like something that I didn't solve like for my own setup. So I was thinking, how will I solve for this Airbnb thing if it doesn't work for me? And then I was setting up GBrain, like a custom GBrain with the uh, solving conflict on new facts for my agents, and I today was able to test that, like prompting that I'm calling librarian, prompting that memory agent about the stuff that I'm working on, or like I'll do a example. When my agents are working on something, it's common for them to create different branches, or like even work on different repos, like the stale and the new one. And I was prompting the memory layer to say, hey, what is all the places I have this thing implemented? Um, so this was cool. I am improving the memory. Um, there's another. There's a big pain for me on the hydrating the seed was the environment. So the hardened loop was running on a seed for the seed bed. So there's a seed that defines the Docker that will run the infra to hydrate the seed, and this was unreliable and slow. So for some reason, I decided that I wanted this substrate that is doing the one-shot install of the seed to be also a seed, um, and this was slow. So I changed that to be I can have also the seed and a Docker image built so that I can quickly spin up the substrate to hydrate the seed, and that reuses the cloud authentication. That was also another issue. Um, and part of this is because like the substrate runs my people, and I need to hydrate the seed of my people. So there was two my people running there. There was Cloud was being confused about it. GBrain about memory I'm working, and I'm also on the side doing the video editing pipeline to pre-process the scrums that we do every day, so that this automatic pipeline gives the editor some less work to do. And I shared Sam's video on the WhatsApp group, and there's a user asking, how does Plow Seeds work? Because she saw that she can upload seeds there. So I don't know what to answer there. If we are blocking people from publishing seeds and only verified users can publish.
No, we want people publishing seeds. So we just don't want seed discovery right now. We want very, very curated discovery. So we want the
What is the
Plow
difference
brand
between
to stand
discovery
for.
versus?
So anyone can put something on their own little section of Plow. You know, like you can publish a seed, you get a unique URL, you can share it with whoever you want. Us linking to that anywhere on the site we are condoning it. Our brand is transferring it to it. You know, that kind of thing we want to be really careful about.
Anyone can publish seeds, so I can tell people that they can use and publish seeds. The thing is that
Yeah, if
are
anything,
not
we need to do a phone call with her. Does she speak English, or is she?
Let
We
me
got to
ask.
get her like in like a user interview. I mean, this is awesome. This is our first like. So either Daniel, you do it in Portuguese, or like, I don't know. Jonathan, you're kind of owning the website a little bit implicitly, so it'd be good for you to be there too. But we need to get her a publishing seat for sure, for sure.
Okay, she speaks English.
I think you and Jonathan and Daniel should like get on a call with her like right now and like this is gold.
What we should could we invite her to the Daily Yield to talk?
Yeah. Let's see.
And Jonathan can be
Oh,
on
2
it.
o'clock.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's
So
like
she has
6 o'clock.
is there a Git repo right now? Where is it?
Were you asking something? Or was
Is
it
there a
just
Git
echo?
repo? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
What is the artifact she wants to? Does she already have something she wants to publish, or she just kind of wants to learn about it, or like what else
So
do you know?
the thing was, I shared your video, and she watched your video, saw our plow website, and thought, oh, it's cool, we can publish seeds. And she was asking about how does it work if like anyone can publish seeds. So she is the person who participated in the first hackathon I did and created the almanac seed.
You did the best one, right?
Yeah, she's the one who did the best one.
Oh yeah, we really gotta get engaged with her.
Okay. Okay, I'll reach out to her.
Cool.
Let me know if she's down to come on the Yield, because if not, I'm gonna have to put together. I've got some other topics that I'll put out.
Great. Thanks, Daniel.
On that note, I can go. Pretty much the same as Tuesday. My goal is to implement Mary's design changes and get that done. Do a video on installing the Airbnb dashboard on a Raspberry Pi. And then also, I think there was some talking which kind of goes into this on like what we should have and not have featured on the main page, or how we want to present that. It sounds like maybe we're moving in the direction of everything's just like unlisted by default, so no one can find.
For now, I would unlist by default until we have a good mechanism to like put our stamp on things. Yeah, I would unlist by default. And then Jonathan, I would love for you to own the curation of what gets listed. So Swags took a first stab at that. But like Jonathan, for the GitHub repo and the website, for now, it's almost like don't list anything, Jonathan, unless you believe in it. Like you can stand behind, you can defend it. So I'm fine with the Airbnb seed and the Life Dash, you know, but like John, you should feel like these are sane seeds, you know.
Cool, I can get my update. I also have been struggling with seed creation and getting the workers to converge on something that is repeatable. So I wasn't able to get that done. I said I would do the create seed iteration and improve the a demo video for one of the twice seeds I have. But I did, and then yeah, I think I saw it was like the issue with imports not working, and so I fixed that up and deployed Seedbank latest, and fixed up the pipeline for imports and validation runs. So that was all on the back end, kind of set up for the front end to kind of consume that, Jonathan, as we were talking about the catalog. And then yeah, I also started like a bunch of kind of offboarding related stuff, handoff documentation. I'll put my thoughts about what the things I've considered for the curation piece, and then yeah, it's like some other offboarding type stuff. That's it. And today I'm going to focus basically on the handoff and polishing the document. So anything specific, if you need me to document, like definitely let me know. And I'll still be on Slack for a while, so but very likely this is my last full-time day. So yeah, just trying to just get on the same page with Ian and make sure we are aligned on that timeline, Sam. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, as I said, I will be on Slack for a while. So anything you need, everybody has my phone number, hopefully. But yeah, that's it for me.
So the current plan that Ian and Swags are aligning on, Swags is gonna go to part-time for healthcare until I think it's like the 3rd of July. Is that right?
Mhm.
But we'll give that to you, Swags, as PTO, so you can kind of rest up and start to think about what's next.
Yeah, that's the plan. But yeah, I'm happy to like kind of jump on any time, and of course I have to drop off the hardware and stuff. So I'll definitely be coming into the office at least once or twice, and yeah, I can anytime jump on if anything's weird or like what's going on with this thing. So yeah, you have me until that time on an as needed basis.
Sweet. Okay. I feel like we need like some little like goodbye lunch or something like that. But maybe when next time everyone's in town.
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
What okay, garage items.
I feel like that's gonna be like next year. No, you're not really, but your PTO.
I know. Well, it'd be like late July. We should figure out.
I'm gonna be gone late July, just FYI.
Oh, okay. August.
Which is fine. Yeah.
Let's get a meetup in person in August on the books. Daniel, why don't you start looking at flights?
Yeah, whatever week from August. Or-
Sometime in August, yeah. I mean, you were talking about coming out here longer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be also working remotely 1 week in August, so I'll
Maybe message.
Yeah,
Daniel.
it's on the Notion
Oh,
calendar,
okay.
but
Yeah.
I'll make sure Daniel's aware of that.
Cool. Okay. Okay. Garage items. Priorities. I'd say briefly. That's come up as a garage item. Okay. Anything else other than priorities as a garage item? All right. I think the top priority are these like demo videos and like getting feedback from users about it. Daniel and Jonathan, that particular user that expressed interest, like we've got to talk to her. That sounds awesome. Jonathan, the getting a video of the Airbnb dashboard. Given the recursive nature of seeds, I don't want to like hijack what you're doing, Jonathan. I think you got to finish the swing, but like anything you can do to use the seeds that already exist, like the life dashboard seed, and then like make it a component of the life dashboard. The life dashboard, the way Mary designed it, the different boxes are they're composable and kind of reusable. So you could imagine the Airbnb thing being aligned with that. That could be in the future though, like if you're close to finishing the swing. So videos of seeds, working on top of other people's seeds, refining, improving other people's seeds, I think is really interesting. And then Daniel, for you, the Airbnb seed, right? And Plukas, what comes to mind are like those linear tickets around the seed creator, the seed installer, the seed verifier. We can talk maybe offline about that, but seed creation has been a huge pain in the butt for everybody, right? And like Daniel's got the hardening loop. I had that skill to like seed refine, which basically does the same thing. I think Plukas, there's an opportunity for you to like look at those two and like come up with a canonical like seed creator loop.
Yeah.
Because that does feel pretty important.
Okay.
It feels very important. You know, like this hypothetical user is asking, how do I create a seed? You know, and like, ideally we just send her the seed creation tool. High level around product market fit and that exploration. I'm thinking a lot about like the infrastructure behind this stuff. So like one thing that's so cool about the video is like it's got iMessage, you know, and Plukas, your iMessage feed. And there's a lot of other infrastructure that we haven't built that seems really interesting. And I'm not sure when the right time to build it is, but like a seed that connects my Mac to any agent, right? So like the files on my Mac, iMessage on my Mac. You know, like one thing that's lacking from the agent that's running on a Raspberry Pi is like it can't go and look at what's important based on my iMessages, you know? That's another seed that I think is fascinating is like the browser use seed as infrastructure. And I mean, this is such a broad space that I think is under invested in broadly as you know, because we're thinking as humans, not as agents, right? But like if an agent wants to buy something off of Amazon, it can't buy something off of Amazon, right? Like if an agent wants to pay for something, it can't really pay for something today. If an agent wants to use 1Password, it can't really do that. And these are all like could be reusable seeds that we demo, you know. You can imagine us building like, I don't know that we'll do this. Somebody's going to build like the Stripe for agents, where it's like you can now check out on any website with your agent in a way that you trust. It's an API that your agent calls or an MCP server or something that your agent calls. You have control over it. The agent never gets access to the credit card, you know, but it's like you want to buy that pair of shoes. Your agent can help you do that with this like middle layer. Like that infrastructure, that kind of infrastructure is going to be really big.
I think we just circled back to intent-based permissioning.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, intent-based permissioning is a part of that, right? For sure. So it could be that seeds are a catalog of like these APIs, like a, you know, like there's a world where we are just building seeds on top of other people's infrastructure and like demonstrating it, and this becomes a resource for like, oh, you want to do, you know, like a app that runs on Alexa that buys from places other than Amazon. You compose this seed, and you go to Plow to figure out which seed to use, and so that's on my mind. But because I think it starts with like the seed creator and installer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are still like a kind of immediate next steps. But like as we imagine seeds, like we should definitely be thinking about this broad space. And I think your iMessage seed is like a great example of this.
Okay, sweet.
Like your iMessage seed unlock the video, the demo video, and the Hermes seed, you know.
Yeah. Those are the good ones. There's iMessage seed work to be done. Like that, that chat API is there's more to add to it too. Like I don't think it does images well, or it doesn't do typing indicators, all this stuff, but
right.
Not a priority. Okay, I'll focus on C Creator. And
is anyone else working on C Creator? Like Swags, is there a handoff? Okay, yeah.
Sorry, my mute. I'm not actively working on it. I've been trying to iterate, but it's kind of been painful.
Okay.
I was gonna just document my current state, and I think Lucas already saw the repo that I created, but
okay. Okay, and so Daniel has the hardening thing. So I would just like, you know,
Yeah.
I would try to build on like the thinking that's in the room right now, and we should have something that we really feel good about that we can defend.
Right. Agreed.
Cool. That's like our product hunt launch moment, is like when we have the creator. Probably the installer too.
What? I mean, you're gonna be gone for 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what my question is necessarily, but
I think we should try to launch on Product Hunt the Monday I get back.
the seed creator.
Yeah, the seed creator, the seed installer, and the seed catalog with like 4 good videos, you know, of seeds that actually one-shot install. So like between now and that Monday, everyone should be like trying each other's seeds. You know, like the auto research seed has been installed at least on 3 different machines. You know, like we should try like to one-shot install, like to make it into the catalog. A seed should be installable on like for 3 of us, kind of thing.
It's probably a bad question to ask at this point, but what does the auto research seed do? Like, does search like?
Who wants to answer that question?
I mean, I can answer it. I don't know if the answer is good for PMF, but it's basically a self-training LLM where it runs itself in loops and rewrites its own code and sees if, as like a large, well, very small language model, it's like improved itself.
Got it. Okay, so it's like this.
I am not actually beyond running cycles. Like, there's no real output or anything, so it's in some ways it's a simple install, which is good to get it one shot, but it also means that it's questionable on the utility, and then it's the utility of it itself. I would say is it's not like it adds value unless you're maybe like a AI researcher.
Got it.
It's very much like a proof of like it's like this new idea
Yeah.
that Karpathy put out.
Yeah.
Our seed, the challenge is like his default seed only works in certain environment with certain computers, and so our seed kind of determines what your environment looks like and then does some work around
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
his code base.
Yeah.
It's very like in our seed it doesn't do a ton, you know, to get it installed, but it's sort of yeah. It's just the first seed that has been installed 3 times on 3 different machines.
It doesn't automatically do research for you though.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where the research term comes from, but it's like around the training. Yeah, essentially like the language model runs a training algorithm that theoretically could be used in research, I think.
Got
Like
Yeah. I'm just trying to find ways to like make some of these like recursive. So
yeah, we have to think about that one.
Yeah, I think I was like echoing Jonathan's sentiment about like kind of PMF and like is it too technical for some folks? Like if it's like even like you know people us in this room who are like really in the tech world are still kind of struggling to define like the utility of it. So that's why I was like we should suggest like Seed RoboRev as the other option because that has like a clear outcome and like I was able to
okay yeah let's not do auto research.
well, I actually
or we could do both. Like that's another thought I had.
throw something out that maybe it just needs to be repositioned and rebranded in the name because isn't like self-improving like the #1 OpenClaw downloaded skill? It sounds like it's self-improving.
Yeah, it's a very technical though. Like it's like kind of abstract. It's not actually doing anything.
Okay.
Let's do this. If somebody wants to own auto research and like really understand what it does by the launch date and like create the seed page and like I honestly think there is a future here and like you can imagine building things on top of auto research, but it's going to take somebody like spending some time really digging into like its training model and how you could apply that training model in other situations. So if somebody wants to do that, then we have it. How about that? Otherwise, the default
Can I-
answer is to kill
Can I
it.
change? Can I change the Airbnb seed for the auto research seed?
If you, yeah, if you feel like you're at a dead end for the Airbnb seed, let's just like kill it. Let's not like bang our head against a dead wall or a brick wall.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy to own the auto research and make auto research automatically, and run my NVIDIA GPUs on it.
Okay. So, okay. So, what I would like to propose for Monday's product hunt launch, which would be 2 weeks from Monday, is that we have some owners. So Jonathan and Mary own the website. Jonathan owns the catalog and names an owner for each seed. So like auto research is owned by Daniel. You've got to get past Jonathan and Mary's bar to actually get published in the catalog. Like Jonathan and Mary need to understand what the seed is doing. And the seed itself needs to make sure.
We can talk about that later if we don't want to talk about now.
Yeah, let's
But,
checkpoint it. But they should have a bar of that. And then Lucas, you're owning the installer and creator in the self-improvement loop. And Rowan, your point for the seed videos. Everyone should have at least one seed video in the catalog.
Okay, you're asking me to make a seed video?
No, I would love that, but I'll follow up with you on this one. Your point for like you're providing support to the team around these videos, and I think my goal is that these videos become automated due to your work. Like it took me 2 full days to make the video after I had the seed working, you know. And that's just like we gotta get that down to in like an hour, you know.
Yeah. I'm happy to work on this, and if anyone wants to bounce ideas around how to make this a lot more less resource or time intensive, I can help. And there might be some things we can do with AI as well to generate some footage, you know. So yeah, whoever's got one coming up, if you want to quickly brainstorm with me before you dive in, I'd love that.
I have explored like generating videos with AI. We can talk about it.
Yeah.
Like for example, the Super Bowl ad that I did for auto research, all the camera switches and croppings were done by the AI flow that combines 2 cameras, syncs the audio cuts here and there. So like this was pre-processed to the editor. So the feedback from the editor was like, I was able to not waste all my time doing these things and focus on the creativity. So that's what I have.
Let's take this offline because I do think Daniel, Jonathan or Rowan leaning on Daniel for the AI flows, but okay, I started a thread on this. So okay.
Great.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.